Welcome everyone to Life Captured episode 56. Today I want to talk about a codependent relationship with God. What does having your life together mean? What does doing it right mean in your Christian walk? Because I think there are a lot of ideas and misconceptions about it. There has been many times where I've looked to the future for a time where my life is put together and my relationship with God is kind of on track. And I want to talk about the idea of that put together life and your relationship with God. Relationship with God is not about having it all together or being able to stand on your own. It's about being so reliant on Him, leaning so much on Him that you will not move a single step until He directs your path. Months ago, while I was at this church event and I was just on the floor sobbing and pouring out my heart to God, a friend of mine gave me this word, and it was, God wants you to be limp in His arms, just as you're on your knees and you're just pouring out yourself to Him, and as you are just weak in Him, that's what He wants. Christianity is not about self-sufficiency or self-reliancy at all. It's about being reliant on God and putting our trust and our faith in Him, and it's about giving Him the steering wheel, which I don't know about any of you, but that's kind of hard for me. Even knowing God and trusting Him, there is still such a struggle with surrendering control because I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't know what His plan is. And to be honest, the future is a little scary sometimes. And I want a plan, and I want a backup plan. I want a backup plan to my backup plan. And God doesn't give me the big picture, and I just want to take back control. I want to slip into the driver's seat and be like, okay, you tell me where to go. Like, you kind of give me a little direction, and I'll drive there. But that's not the way it works. That's not the way it's supposed to work. Unfortunately, a lot of times, that's kind of what happens, is we put God in the passenger seat, or we have Him in the trunk. You know, He's the spare tire, and it's not supposed to be that way. God has given us common sense, and He gave us His word, which is kind of a good how-to guide in life. So there are some things you don't have to stop and pray about and be like, God, should I be kind to this person? Should I not steal? He already told you what to do. But aside from that, we should be so reliant on God that we will not move without His direction. So reliant on Him for everything. And I feel like too much of the time, for me especially, is we try to do everything ourselves and in our own strength. And guess what? Does that work? No, it doesn't. It just makes things worse. And we get in the way of ourselves. We get in the way of God, and we get ahead of Him. And that never turns out right. So that's why it's good to be reliant on Him and turning to Him for direction and guidance so you don't run into that problem. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. Y'all have a great week. God bless you.